Arsenal Fan TV here. I'm with David from the BSM movement. Remember, we caught up when you had the BSM march earlier on in the year. Now, how you doing, first of all?
Very good, thank you very much, mate. Very good, yeah. Looking forward to a productive close season, all being well anyway.
Now, I'm going to come to that in a minute, but first of all, we've got to find out what's been happening with the BSM.
We've been quite busy in the background, really, without being too in everyone's face. We've been meeting up with the club and a lot of great input from a lot of the supporters. We've had our end of season survey go out. A lot of very interesting information coming back there from what fans are after. So yeah, I think keep your ear to the ground and we'll see what comes out from all of those, really.
In that survey, what are the main things people are after?
I think in general, it's what we've been fighting for generally. I know it's fair enough saying they're our members, that's what they're going to be after, but you know, I've just chucked my season ticket in now. A lot of people, much the same, they've had enough of paying the top prices and just feeling that the club are lifting their leg a little bit, as bad as it sounds. You know, rewarding loyalty is another big one that keeps cropping up. Potential to maybe put a little bit of discount in for, say, 5-10 years worth of continued season ticket holding, etc. So yeah, there'll be a few things like that, and we'll obviously report it back to the club when those results are finalised.
So chucking your season ticket in, you'll no longer be coming to Arsenal, or are we just going to choose the games that you come to? Because you know it's going to be hard to stay away.
It will be hard to stay away, and in fairness, I haven't been since that Swansea game when we did the march, but I don't know. I will never stop loving and supporting the club. It's part of my DNA. It's part of who I am. But I just cannot get fully behind the regime of the people that are running it at the minute. It's very, very difficult. And so, you know, I don't know. I dare say I will be spotted in the Emirates at some point next season. Yeah.
Now, talking of that, I mean, what everybody's talking about at the moment is transfers. We've been hearing a lot of talk this week from Ivan Gazidis that money is there to be spent, money is there for wages. Do you think now that this is going to be the season where Arsenal make a statement and do actually bring in some of those marquee signings that all of the fans crave, you know, that represents the sort of money that we pay at games?
There's certainly there's a lot more about it this season than there's ever been in the past. So I think if there's ever going to be an opportunity for it to happen, it is this season. But I don't know. I would really, really love to think so. All we really want is the club to work within its means. The money's there, the support and desire's there, the name is there. You know, we're one of the most prestigious clubs in the world with the greatest reputation in the world. We need to emphasise on that, exploit it if we have to. Top players, can't forget who we are. You know, Rooney, Higuain, even if Fabregas came in, whoever. You know, we've just got to make use of what we've got.
You reckon we can get one of those, though? Do you reckon we can get one of those in?
I don't think we can get one of them. Why should we stop at one? Why should we stop at one? The money's there. The talk is there that it's, you know, they're willing to spend the money. We can fund it. The new deals are in place. We just got to go for it. If we want to be competitive and have a good crack at winning a title, you know, we don't need to stop at one. We should be going for all three.
And what will get a fan like you, because, you know, I'm feeling a bit gutted that you're saying that you chuck your season ticket in. What will get a fan, and you are a genuine fan, whether people are going to watch this and think, well, he's chucked his ticket in, so he's not a genuine fan. Of course, everybody who knows you are a genuine fan. You are the bedrock of our club. What do the board need to do to get fans like you back into the stadium?
Well, firstly, for me, I'd say chucking the ticket in, it's very reluctantly putting the ticket back to the club, but it's more an expense thing for me. I've got a wife, a young child at home. I physically cannot afford £1,075 or £1,034, whatever it be this year. So that's the first and foremost. And secondly, if I had the money, I really have to question what I'm getting for it. Am I getting value for money? Based on what we've seen in the seasons gone past, I would have to argue, no, we're not. If these top players came in, you know, and we're really making an effort for it, then yeah, I fall back to what I said to you when we had the interview back in December. What we're trying to do is what we want is the club, every single person at club, management, players, to be fighting for the absolute best for the club, to be winning, to 100% out there, to go out and win the games, win them well, be committed to the shirt. And we've got players that clearly aren't. So, you know, why am I going to have my leg lifted for another year when I've got £1,000 to spend in Mothercare? Or she has, anyway.
I think now I'm starting to realise where you're not going to be Mothercare. But it's great speaking to you as usual. I hope to see you back at the Round of Ground in the coming season, and hopefully we can get those signings. And out of those signings that you mentioned, name me 2 that you say more likely that you think we could get in, or what you'd like to see come in.
I think Higuain sounds like it's going to be the more promising. For me personally, and it really is personally, Fabregas should never have left us. He left us, for me, in our hour of need. He'd had his head turned. He should never have gone. But I could understand his reasons for coming. If he was to come back, I would welcome him with open arms. As bad as it sounds, I probably would do. But I don't know. There's many people in the Black Scarf movement whose love for the club and the support for that team will never dwindle. We might not be in the ground, but we physically haven't got the money to keep doing it. And why should we keep doing it? We love Arsenal. We have the passion for Arsenal. We wake up Monday morning, and if we won, lost or draw, it dictates how our whole week pans out. We've just got players that don't do that now. And that's the biggest thing for me. The players that are out there aren't the players that the fans deserve. The fans deserve the best. We are the best fans. No matter who I talk to a lot of people in the media, and they tell me week in, week out, Arsenal fans, decent football people. So, we might not be in the ground, but, we'll still be supporting that side, 100%.